एक मिनट रुकना, ये क्या नाटक है? Okay, then. So, good afternoon and a hearty welcome to our guest today, as well as our amazing audience who will be joining us for this live session, Corporate Gupshup, which is brought to you by the Corporate Club. A special thanks to TNP Department, LNCT Group of Colleges. So, before we start, today's our guests are from TCS Company, which you must have all known about. It's quite frankly a tech giant in our IT department, and also a small information for you that TCS is hiring students from on special package who know minimum A1 French, and also we are happy to share that our college has an MOU or a memorandum of understanding with Alliance Francaise. So you can, if you're interested in learning French, you can visit TNP office or connect with our Global Club for any queries. Now, without any further ado, I would like to introduce our amazing guest for today. So first of all, we have Mr. Ajay Rane. Sir, could you please open your camera and greet the audience? Mr. Ajay Rane. Athar Gupta. Sir, could you please greet the audience?
Hi, Atharv. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Today, I would like to thank Atharv for organizing this wonderful session, and I am excited to be the part of this session.
All right. So now next we have our last but not the least, our amazing guest, Mrs. Lorika Kalbhor.
Hi everyone, I'm Lorika and I'm excited to be the part of this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today. And I can tell you, like the audience has been anticipating for this event for quite a time. And now I would like to introduce our host for this event. We have Shashank and Yash, amazing members of the corporate club who have been there since day one. Please, dear host, introduce yourself.
Hello. Hello everyone, good afternoon. I'm Yashwardhan Singh today, and I'm a proud member of Corporate Club. And thank you for thank you for giving me this opportunity to host the session of today's, the fourth episode of Corporate Gupshup.
Thank
And
you, Yash. Now, Shashank, please.
Hi everybody, hi the audience of Corporate Gupshup. This is your well-known host Shashank Chaturvedi. I put on my heartfelt greetings to the eminent guest, to the team of Corporate Club, and everybody who is watching this video. I'm the co-host for this morning, and I hope that all of you would like this session and would take away something in your mind from this session of Corporate Gupshup.
Thank you all for your amazing introductions. And now let's commence forth with the script. And Yash, please, let's start with you.
okay. So as we all know that our today's topic will be based on tracking placements. So I welcome all the speakers on this session. So, starting from the first question, I really want to ask this: that can you describe a typical day as an SDE at TCS company?
Please, any of the guests, you can proceed with the answer. Ajay sir, let's start with you.
No, there is some audio, so I can't hear properly. It's
It seems to be an error. It's fine. It's fine. So, Shashank, in the meanwhile, while Yash fixes his mic, could you please proceed with the session?
Okay, so sorry for the technical malfunction we have. Proceeding to this wonderful session of Corporate Gupshup, my first question comes about revolving to Mr. Sanskar. That let us keep this session very cherishing as well as fun loving for the audience as well. I want to ask you a simple question, Sanskar sir. That what is a memory of LNCT Bhopal of your college that you still cherish cherish onto your mind and that brings out a smile onto your face?
Yeah, so there are a lot of memories that I have in LNCT. Like in LNCT, we had a lot of fun in the first year when we just started bunking the classes, and and we used to stay in hostel sometime without going to our classes. So the hostel memories were the best memories in the college for me.
Okay, indeed a great answer. Can we have the same answer from Miss Lorika?
Yeah, like most of our college life went into the COVID period, so like only few memories we have, but those were the best ones. So mostly in the final year when we were giving our examination, those were the best days because we knew that these are the last days and we are entering into corporate world. We are facing the real world, so we were coming out of our comfort zone somehow. So we knew that this is the time we need to enjoy. So that were the best days, last final years.
Exactly. Okay, so coming on to the next question, I extend my question to Mr. Ajay. As you all know that you are a proud alumnus of LNC Group of Colleges, and I heartfeltly pay on a congratulations for the endeavor that you cracked. You paid our college's name to the topmost. I want to ask you a question, being the COVID batch, that how did the college academics help you onto your placements?
Yeah, as you all know, like we are from the COVID batch, so we
Hmm.
hardly spent some time in the college. Like first semester and from second semester, the COVID has started. So we did all the online classes, but yeah, it helped us and networking and all. So it helped because what we have learned, it is like equally important in the interviews also, like for cracking. Yeah.
Okay, indeed, because this is actually a myth buster for the audience and Sanskar around this. That is OS, SN, CN are equally important for placements.
Yes, these subjects are most important during the interviews because every company asks the question from OS, DBMS, and the core subjects. As I was from EC branch, so I used to learn the subject by my own because in college I was all taught about EC subjects. So I had studied these subjects apart from coding also to crack interviews.
Okay, that is great lesson from the alumnus itself. Can we have you, Lorika ma'am, for the same question?
Yeah, like for me, not only in interviews but also when we come to office, no? These subjects somehow forms the basis of our understanding. Like if you want to go into cybersecurity, then computer networks is something you should know. And like most of our projects are based on Linux, so operating systems. So not only for cracking interviews, but also for the further career, these subjects are really important.
Now, since we
Yeah,
are talking
I
about
live.
Yes.
the comparative coding, I also want to like ask this question. So, from what I have heard is that the coding, the comparative coding, all the DSA and algorithms, is it only necessary part just to clear the interview? And a lot of people say that it's only required to clear the interview, and once you're selected, you don't ever use DSA again. So, is that true or is just a myth? This question
Yeah,
I would like
let
to
me
hear
answer
from
this
Sanskar sir.
question.
Sure.
Yeah. So people think that DSAs only help to crack interview, but it is
Hmm.
not true because
Okay.
it plays a major role in building your problem solving mindset. So it helps you to tackle different problems in corporate world also, like to solve a different kind of problem in projects we are working in the company.
Okay.
So it does not it is not like you have to solve DSA problems after cracking interview and after coming to companies, but
Yeah, like when you work in the real projects, right? Uh,
Hmm.
Somehow or the other, you use DSA, and like
Okay.
Sanskar said, like logic building is one of the most important part here, and we need to know how to use the loops and for these
Okay.
projects, no? how these data structures can be used. So DSA not only helps in clearing interview, but also like it's a general statement that whatever you study in college for interviews, it will help you in like when you join the company also. You'll feel that when you join a
So
project.
DSO always keep DSO always stays a part of your professional life when you're in
Yeah,
CS world, right?
yeah.
Okay,
When you are in development, you will use DSA somehow or the other.
makes
Okay,
sense.
so this is indeed a great tip for the students of
Shashank,
LNCT who have been thinking. Yeah,
shall I continue? I
yeah, for
really want
sure,
Please,
to
sir,
man.
ask
It
one
seems like yes
question.
to the question. Sure.
for sure.
Yeah. So, firstly, tell me, is my audio
It's
audible?
fine. It's fine. You can ask the question.
Yeah. So, my question is from Lorika ma'am. Ma'am, can you please describe that what projects do you really work on? I mean to say that are those clients based project or it's some kind of internal company's project?
So I work in the internal project, but it is one of the crucial product for TCS because it provides security related approvals. So when
Okay.
I joined the project is started from scratch. So
Okay.
like there's a lot of development work. So I really like it.
Okay. So, ma'am, one more questions. Since you talked about development and career growth, so in my mind, yes, everyone aspires to be like to grow skills and develop their skills. So, ma'am, my questions is: are there any some kind of training programs that company provides to employees for their career or growth development?
Yeah, like when you initially join TCS, as like if you are a digital candidate, you get a 2 weeks training, and in the end of that training, you need to perform some project, and on the basis of that, you'll get you'll they'll tell you that if you passed your training or not. And like if you are a ninja candidate, I guess there was a training for 3 months, but now they have reduced it to 1 month. So in that training also they teach you Java, JDBC, servlets, most like
Okay.
this part only. And when you are in the company, like for me in my project, like for every quarter, our like project manager gives us an option to undergo a training or certification. So there are a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
All right. Can you the answer
Thank
for
you,
the
Lorika
same
ma'am.
question from Ajay, sir?
Yeah, so TCS is like a company, like whatever you see in whatever field, you will get the things. You will get like there are many paid certifications also. If you talk about Microsoft or
Hmm.
Amazon, anything like you will get. Only the thing is that you need to clear one test exam. So if you pass out by 80%, you can apply for the coupon. They will provide you 100% coupon. So yeah, you can take any kind of certification. And the internal trainings are also there. Like as Lorika said, in the ILP also they are training like basically business skills and all. And for if you want specifically for any kind of technology, there are always trainings are going on, so you can join them. Like if you are deployed to some any kind of project, you don't know about the technology and you want to learn that, so you can contact to the team and they will help you out.
They sound quite helpful, right?
Yeah.
Sanskar, sir, could you please tell us about the projects that we were discussing a while ago? We would like to hear from you as well.
Yeah, so Athav, can you repeat it? Actually,
Sure,
I
sure,
would
sure.
not able to hear.
I
Yeah.
was inquiring about the projects that TCS provides you with and you work on as a team.
Yeah. So currently, I'm working on a client-based project, uh, Citibank. In this
Okay.
project, uh, we develop uh, we develop the software using Java. So it completely a Java-based project.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So in this project, we handles the corporate action part. It's all about this.
All right. That sounds quite exciting. Now we would like to answer this question that a lot of juniors of yours had this question. since they're also going to appear for this exam and they're also aspiring to be a part of the TCS, right? So the question is about NQT exam. Could you please give a brief description about it and like how to apply for it?
Yeah, so TCS releases its notification a month before the NQT exam. So
All right.
you just have to apply through the link. It's free of cost, and you have to give the exam in the center. I think from this year they are insisting to give the exam through center,
All
and
right.
after the exam, uh, the candidate will receive the interview mail according to the marks in the exam. Some will receive Ninja interview link, and the people who did well in coding and aptitude will receive digital interview link. So
All right.
in the interview, if the candidate performs well, then he or she will get digital role. Or if the candidate is not up to the role, up to the mark, then he'll get
Right.
ninja opportunity also.
I'm really sorry for interrupting you, but I think your mic is debugging.
uh,
In the
is
meantime,
it
while you
fine
fix
now?
it, please,
Yeah.
Ajay sir, could you continue from it?
Yeah,
We'd
so
like to hear more about the NQT exam.
yeah, there is a thing like in each and every section in the NQT exam, you had a cutoff. Like
All
in
right.
aptitude section, there is a cutoff. In coding round, like bottle rounds are there, the 3 rounds are there. So individual cutoffs are there. You need to clear it out. In the aptitude section, subjective and the coding.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
and
like, as a preparation, like, how do you suggest like we should prepare for the NQT exam? First of all, I would like to hear from Ajay sir. Then, Lorika ma'am, please continue.
okay, so preparing about NQT exam is like if you basically prepare all the subjective questions like DBMS, operating system, computer networks, OS,
Hmm.
so that will be enough. Like what you are learning in your subjects, and the basic coding level is like easy to medium only.
All right.
Not much easy, but yeah, around medium level the questions are coming. There are 2 questions, so you can easily figure it out. They are not asking much like graph and all, but yeah, till tree you can like target
Expect we can expect
linked list.
questions.
Yeah,
All right.
linked list tree, this kind of question. So yeah, and for the aptitude, I must say like what I face is quite tough.
Hmm.
You need to prepare a lot.
All right.
uh, yeah.
Because aptitude has a lot of
Ex-
questions from like our old classes from class 10th and 12th we had
exactly,
AP,
exactly,
GP, and stuff like that, right?
Hmm.
exactly.
Lorika ma'am, please
Okay,
could you tell
so
more about this exam?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So like this exam is of around 2 3 hours, I guess. Right? Am I right? So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a quite
It's
long exam. It is very tiring also, and the aptitude level is difficult here. Like coding, I would say it is comparatively easy to the
Easy.
aptitude section, and the reasoning section, I guess, is the scoring one, like where you can score if you are not that good at aptitude.
All right.
So
That's
you
a good
can
tip.
target that. And like for coding also, like if you have given contests on CodeChef, so the medium level, not the hard ones, but the like that story pattern questions we get now,
Yes.
that
Hmm.
type of questions we get.
Yeah, there
All
is
right.
a like always the people says like if you're preparing for a TCS aptitude, it's like preparing for government exam.
Hmm.
Yeah, it is quite tough in the aptitude section.
Okay, so coming on to this communication as well as a great information from the guest, I believe that key projects play a very important role as well as aptitude plays a very important role into getting selected into placement, especially for companies like TCS. I want to ask you people a simple question while preparing for the interviews, while you are into the last year of your colleges, what was the significance of projects onto your resume and what were the projects which you would suggest the upcoming batches to perform on to get selected into better companies ताकि वो और अच्छा excel कर सकें. Can
Okay,
we
I'll
have you,
take.
Sanskar sir?
I'll.
Yeah, for sure.
o-
Yeah, for sure. Ajay sir, can we have you, please?
Okay, so as per my experience, like what they did, there is a particular section for the project discussion. So they have not asked me direct questions from any kind of subjects, but through my project they have asked everything like computer networks, what you have implemented, DBMS thing, like everything in the subject related. Oops, so you need to like very thorough of your project what you have done. Like you can't be going like some copy paste your project and go uh, like learn some lines. Okay, this is my project. You can't do that. So they are going like very deep in the project discussion. So yeah, basically my project was from full stack thing. So they went through every each and everything like what is the architecture you have used, what was the back end, how it's working, how the routings are working, and like yeah, Sanskar.
Sounds good.
Exactly. Can we have you, Sanskar, sir?
Yes. In interviews, they generally ask a lot more question about your project. In my case, they asked lot question on my project. My project was on full stack, and around 50% of my interview was about my project. So I would suggest that that everyone who is preparing for TCS or would be aspiring for TCS should have good projects on trending technologies. They prefer mostly trending technologies, and they get interested about it. So it's the one of the way to clear the interview easily.
All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a great answer indeed. And I have a different question for Lorika ma'am. So while we have been discussing about the project, the significance of projects, if you consider into our college, बच्चे एक लूप के अंदर फंसे हुए हैं